Hi, I'm Mindy Kesnick, and thank you for stopping by my channel, Moving to Madison, Wisconsin. Today, I'm going to tell you the top 10 sights to see while visiting Madison, Wisconsin. Number 10 on my list today is Picnic Point. Picnic Point is a long peninsula located on Lake Mendota's south shore. It's nearly a mile long and it's the most popular spot in its nature preserve. A couple things to note about Picnic Point is that there's all kinds of little spots where you can stop and have a campfire along the way. There's a big bonfire area at the very tip that you can reserve to entertain or have a picnic on. Lots of people like to bike and run along this trail, and there are also other little trails that you can take off of Picnic Point to kind of do some more exploring on your own. But no matter where you are on Picnic Point, you're going to have incredible views and get away from the hustle and bustle of city life. Number 9 on our list today is the Garver Feed Mill, an award winner for its historic preservation efforts. The old feed mill is home to a multitude of different businesses. These businesses include anything from coffee shops to ice cream. There are health and wellness businesses like spas and yoga studios. It's also a place that you can just gather and have a beer and a slice of pizza. It's basically just a really fun spot to hang out. A very short walk right outside the Garver Feed Mill will bring you to our number 8, which is Olbrich Gardens. Olbrich is a 16-acre botanical outdoor garden. It offers everything from herbs to roses and anything in between. It also, interestingly enough, offers the only Thai pavilion in the entire country. Olbrich is also the home of the Boltz Conservatory, which is my personal favorite. It is literally the only opportunity you have to find warm, tropical-like weather 365 days a year here in Wisconsin. Next up is number 7, which is the Madison Museum of Contemporary Arts. It is located in the heart of downtown Madison. It is dedicated to exhibiting, collecting, and preserving modern and contemporary art. The building itself is basically a beautiful piece of art. It's an absolutely stunningly beautiful building, and the best part about this is it's free. Not far from there, in fact, just across the street, you're gonna find number 6 on our list, the Overture Center for the Arts. This is one of the locations in Madison that you can find performing arts. We draw in some pretty amazing performances at the Overture. My personal favorite was Hamilton. I didn't even know that I needed Hamilton in my life until I saw it at the Overture. It was like this magical, beautiful performance, and I was pretty impressed that we were able to get it here in Madison, Wisconsin. We draw in quite the variety of performances at the Overture, and it is said that there is not a bad seat in the house. Number 5 is the beautiful UW campus. Of course, it is in downtown Madison. Of course, it takes up a lot of the downtown Madison area, and it has been voted several times over the years for being considered one of the most beautiful campuses. Now, if you're not moving here to go to the UW-Madison, you're probably not going to spend that much time exploring the UW campus. But there are a few very iconic places that are definitely notable and worth checking out. There's the iconic Bascom Hill, where at any given time during the nicer months of the school year, you're going to find students hanging out, studying, or napping on the Bascom Hill. There's a lot of beautiful architecture throughout downtown and on the UW campus. We have a great mix of old and new buildings. Some of our older buildings, I say we like I did it, I have nothing to do with it, but somebody has sunk like $500,000 into some of these buildings to preserve them and keep their architectural detail and the interest that they provide. So we've got old buildings like that are really beautiful to see, and then we have some really new, gorgeous state-of-the-art buildings as well. The UW Arboretum, that is a beautiful spot that's kind of off-site from our campus. That is basically a giant nature preserve. There's lots of trails, tons of wildlife, trees. It's a beautiful spot to get away from the city again and just kind of relax and do a nice, easy hike. Next up is number 4, which is one of my favorites, State Street. State Street is just a street, but it runs from the Capitol all the way down to the Memorial Union, and it is one of the most popular places in Madison. If you want to really get the vibe of Madison, just take a walk down State Street. You'll see lots of college kids. You'll see all different ages from young to old. There's lots of different shops to pop into, beautiful architecture. That's where you're going to see some of these buildings that I've already mentioned, like the Overture Center. And again, if you want to just get the vibe of Madison, it's on State Street. Number 3 is just as beautiful on the outside as it is on the inside. One of the major ways to get into the downtown area is on John Nolan Drive. And so if you're taking John Nolan Drive into the city, you will be awestruck by this building that almost hangs over Lake Mendota. This beauty that is number 3 is the Monona Terrace. This building was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. It is near and dear to my heart because this is where I celebrated my own wedding. This is a really popular spot for conventions. I was most recently at the Monona Terrace for a cheer competition. So anything from wedding to cheer competitions, anything in between from one direction. And if you turn around, you get a great shot of the Capitol. It's a fun spot to take pictures and again, just get a really good feel for the downtown area. Number 2 is our Wisconsin State Capitol building. It is the tallest and arguably one of the most beautiful buildings that we have in all of downtown Madison. There's actually a law that keeps any building within 1 mile of this historic trademark from being taller than the base of the columns around the Capitol. The inside and outside of our state capitol is definitely worth taking some time to admire. Yay, we made it to the number 1 site to see in Madison, Wisconsin, the Memorial Union Terrace. This is where all of Madison, Wisconsin gathers to see the very best views of Lake Mendota. It has the best summer vibe in all of the city. You're gonna find live music, ice cream, burgers, brats, beer, and while taking the load off in our iconic Starburst chairs, you're gonna get the best sunset views in all the land. There's also a 900-foot seawall right at the edge where you can have a seat, feed the ducks, and just enjoy the views. This spot just takes all the stress away, which is why it will always be the number 1 spot to visit. I hope this was helpful for you. If you are coming to Madison and looking for more sights to see, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to meet you in one of these amazing spots and say hello. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. I'm happy to help in any way I can. Bye.